It's a must-win game for the Brooks Bandits tonight. They have to beat the Okotoks Oilers in Game 6 of the AJHL South Final, or their season will be over after they fell 4-3 in Game 5 on Friday night. I'm Tyler King alongside Nathan Crosby. And Nathan, before even talking about tonight's game, it's important to note that I think everyone is playing and attending this game with very heavy hearts tonight after the tragedy that befell the Humboldt Broncos on Friday night. One thing we do hope is that some triumph can come from tragedy in the form of supporting the victims of that awful bus accident. Tonight, the Bandits will be holding a donation drive at the CRA. They'll be wearing special helmet stickers to honor the Humboldt Broncos. There'll be a pregame moment of silence as well. But here's where we're hoping the giving heart of the Brooks and Okotoks communities can shine through, and that we can raise quite a bit of money at the front entrance tonight. And here's hoping that's the case.
I really hope so, and I think we will. And you know, it's been a tremendously sad and emotional weekend in the hockey community and in Canada. This has shocked us all, and we mourn for those who have passed. We give our best to the injured, and we wish them the best in their recovery. And we give our best to the families that are affected, the loved ones, team staff, the billets, the community of Humboldt, Saskatchewan. It's such an unthinkable tragedy, and there really is nothing more that I could say other than we love you, and we're terribly sorry that this happened. And we hope tonight we can offer a little bit of help and hopefully have a good game.
That said, for those who are going to the game tonight, the main ways you can help: bring cash or check donations. There'll be donation barrels set up at the front entrance. All the money will be forwarded through to the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League, who will be able to get it to the Humboldt Broncos very quickly. So we're hoping that makes a good immediate impact on the people still suffering from this tragedy. Of course, Nathan, both these teams will have emotional starts to this game, I think, with that moment of silence. And then after that, it's right back to business, and that's not going to be an easy transition. We saw in the case of the Bandits a very slow start in Game 5, and the Okotoks Oilers, they're one win away from punching their ticket to the AJHL Final. This is a huge opportunity for them, and with the way they've started in 4 out of the 5 games of this series so far, there's a good chance they can seize control early. The big question will be, can the Bandits prevent that from happening? Yeah,
and Okotoks, that was such a hot start they had in Game 5 with the 3 goals, got that big crowd at pace on going early, and I credit to the Bandits. They tempered things with the P.A. Martineau goal late in the first, and then a pretty even second period, and then Brooks I thought was the better team in the third, and I've been very impressed with the Bandits' resiliency in this series. Down late in the third in Game 2, they rallied and won the game in regulation. Game 4, we talk about the triple overtime. We forget the Bandits were out of that in the second period. It was a 4-2 Okotoks lead, and Okotoks looked like they were on cruise control, and Brooks somehow found a way to find overtime. And I really thought, Tyler, in Game 5, we were going to have a situation like that again. The time just ran out on the Bandits, unfortunately for them, but kudos to them on getting back in that game and nearly tying things up. But, this series has been so close. The old cliche, it's a game of inches, has really been true in this series. And Game 5, once again, it came down to just a few little things on the ice. And now a huge opportunity for Okotoks in Game 6.
But the Bandits are the older team in this series, obviously, and as a result, more than 6 players on this roster, because of course the Bandits tend to graduate players early to the NCAA ranks, are facing down perhaps the end of their junior careers. And I wonder, Nathan, whether that may create another gear for the Bandits to find tonight. They always say the last win of a series is the hardest one to get. I think Okotoks is expecting that, so they'll come out playing their best. From the Bandits' perspective, if there is anything left deep down, I think all Bandit fans are hoping that bubbles to the surface tonight, and that could be what forces a Game 7.
Well, you look at guys like Connor Jean, Nick Hamry, P.A. Martineau, Will Guerin, Shane Bear, Mitch Benson. We know for sure that they won't be back next year because this is their graduating year. So I expect them to come out with that fire, that desire to continue their Bandit careers, at least until Tuesday for Game 7. And it's going to take a full team effort tonight from Brooks, as it has in every game of this series. Every line has to contribute tonight. The veterans have to come in and play like veterans. Benson's going to have to be big again. And hey, you have to go out there and play and we're very fortunate that we get to watch this game tonight, that we're going to have another great crowd, and it should be a terrific matchup in what has been a terrific series. And it's been a tough weekend for the hockey world, but I hope tonight's game can really give some hope to people. And that's one thing, Tyler, in the last day, as sad as this has all been, I've been encouraged by the support that the hockey world has received, and hopefully we can continue that tonight.
No question about it. Puck drop tonight is scheduled for 7 o'clock. It's the biggest game of the season.